You know, this announcement got made by TfL. And when they made this announcement, you know, I just think to myself, am I actually reading something that's for the good of the country and the good of this nation? The reason why is because TfL, Transport for London, we already pay. The motorists always seem to be the people that the government turn to in times of crisis as a way to bail them out of any trouble. And I don't want to pretend here that I've got all the facts, because I haven't. I've just read what I've read, and I'm responding to what I've read. So if I'm speaking out of term or I've got my facts wrong, I apologise. But as I see it, TfL raising congestion charging in London to £15. They're extending the hours until 10 o'clock at night. They're now making it 7 days a week, and weekends are not free. Also, on transport, kids can't travel for free anymore. So what they're doing in a time of a crisis in our nation's economy, where our Prime Minister and our government ministers are actively telling us to not use public transport, to get in your car and drive to work, whether you're a key worker, a frontline member of staff, the way that the government have done that is to then penalise the driver for taking their car into London. And I just think that that is disgusting. And if I've got my facts right there, that is disgusting. If they said, take your car into London, parking is free, or park on a yellow line because we understand car parks going to be swamped and parking in London is the most expensive place on the planet. If they said that, I completely get it. Raise it to 15 quid. But to do it for a fireman, a policeman, a nurse, a frontline key worker, a dustman, somebody who's going to clean the streets, somebody who's going to clean the hospital toilets, to do it to people like that because they don't want to get on public transport in London because nobody is using PPE by the looks of it when I've seen it on the news. So you're being told to take your car, and then to penalise the motorists at this time, it just makes my blood boil. It does. Sorry, that was it. Rant over. Seriously, just shake up the government. Whoever, you know, I've got great respect, and I know how difficult it is at the moment for this country to be run. It must be the most, you can imagine how difficult it must be for anyone to try and deliver the right message and make it right for everyone. You're never going to please everyone. But there has to be a certain level of common sense. At some point over the last 48 hours, somebody had sat in an office at the TfL together with the London Mayor, together with a government minister, and said, hey guys, got a great idea. Why don't we raise prices, extend hours, stop kids from travelling for free? Why don't we get some money to save the Transport for London? Why don't we do it that way and penalise the motorists? And somebody in that meeting went, do you know what? It's a great idea. Let's do it. Let's go for it. Yeah, go on, let's get the motorists again. I know we've told them what to drive their cars, but don't worry, let's get them to do it. And that, for my mind, that person needs to fall on their sword. They need to stand up on the news tonight and tell those people that have got to get in their cars, why on earth should they have to go and pay an extra £35 a week or whatever it is to drive their car into London? An extra 150 quid a month is going to cost the average person. So why do they have to go and do that when we're all struggling and all suffering?